Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Traveling with Bruce. It's Bruce here. Welcome to Friday, May the 17th. Already past the halfway mark in May. You know that at the end of this month, that's 5 months.
It's Bruce here. Welcome to Friday.
We're into the summer weather apparently. I don't know if that's true. Hang on one second. I'm not sure if that's really true. Is that really happening out there? Is there really summer out there for most of you guys? Because around here, we had a taste of it, but all of a sudden it disappeared again. We're right now at about 55 degrees for the high temperature today, and that's about all we're going to get. We're not going any higher than that. And cloudy and showery. So what are you going to do? Apparently, the next 4 or 5 days, that's what we have. So that hot, sunny weather, we're not getting that at this point in time. Kind of waiting for it to kick in. Hopefully, it'll be sooner rather than later. Let me know how you guys are doing with your weather, folks. Tell me, where are you watching me from? If you're brand new to this channel, for sure, please talk to me. Let me know where you're watching me from. My regulars know. They always say hi to me. Tell me your high temperature today. What's the price of gas in your neighborhood? Let's compare some notes. Anyway, what we love to do here is we love to talk about cruise ships. We talk about cruise ships, cruise ship vacations, cruise ship deals, you name it. And we have a great crew here of people who've joined this channel and who enjoy coming by here to see us and visit with us. I love it. Hold on one second, folks. I've got an issue here with some kind of technical issue. Sorry, folks. It's my issue here, not yours. There we go. We're back. And we love talking about cruise ships, cruise ship deals, vacations, and everything else. Thank you, all of you who are supporting this channel. As always, whether you're just watching or you're a subscriber or you're a donator, whether you do it all, and some of you just do everything for me. It's absolutely wonderful. Thank you for thumbs ups on my show, my videos. Thank you for sharing my videos whenever I upload them. Love you for that. We're over 23,000 subscribers this week. We hit that milestone a couple of days ago. It's fantastic. The channel continues to grow, and it's just great hearing from people around the world. It's wonderful. Welcome to my viewers from Australia, New Zealand, from Asia, from Europe, the UK, of course, Europe and the USA, the good old USA, all of Canada and the Caribbean, Central America, South America. Thank you all for being here, whether you're watching me live or whether you're watching me on a rerun. Love having you. I wanted to say a special thanks again this week to Dan the Man Slots. Dan did some yeoman work for me this week. He's on the Norwegian Bliss cruise ship, and 3 times this week, 3 times he has been able to link with me right on the ship, and we've been able to see some of the different areas of the ship. Connection maybe not as good as we'd like, but what do you want? You're in the middle of the water. In Alaska, I can't even believe that there's a link that's available that way. It's just incredible. And I appreciate very much that he took us on a bit of a tour and showed us the observation lounge and his suite in the Haven. Did you see that? Unbelievable! What a beautiful suite that is. The balcony he had, the in-suite jacuzzi he had. Oh man, that got me going. He knows I love that. He knows I'd love to have that, so he made an extra point of really showing it to me. Thanks, Dan. Thanks a lot. The private pool area in the Haven looks pretty nice. Having that cover over it, where the public pool is in the open, and 45, 55 degrees. There are not a lot of folks swimming in the pool, but in the Haven, you can walk in there and it's nice and warm, and you can enjoy the pool, the jacuzzi. You knock yourself up. Pretty darn nice. And anyway, listening to Dan yesterday, he mentioned a couple things that got me kind of going, and I thought today I would come up with a little topic that I thought I'd bring up today. Sort of the theme of this particular show. Instead of having I don't have like a news announcement for you. There's nothing traumatic or stressful going on out there. The only news that I saw today that really it's not fresh today news, but I did hear this week, and I saw another article today about this, that MSC has joined 3 other cruise lines, which I think would be Disney, Royal Caribbean, and Carnival, to throw some dollars into a pot towards funding the the new dock facility that is being proposed in Georgetown in Cayman Islands. Now, this has been a controversial topic for years. I mean, years. There are certain forces in the Cayman Islands that are business centrist. They're seriously backed by local businesses who want as many tourists as humanly possible to come to the islands any way possible to come and spend money. Then there's the opposite side, and that would be your environmentalists to a degree, who are saying you cannot have an unchecked tourism business on an island that is 12 miles high and 20 miles long and not expect to have permanent environmental damage created. There's got to be a balance. And then in the middle are, I would say, the 90% of the people who have no direct business interests in tourism and are not environmentalists as a whole, but they just want a nice quality of life in their home country, and or the expatriates that I was once one of. Those of us who come in for a contract to work 1 or 2 or 3 years, those of us who are trying to look for a quality of life but also a quality of work. And we come in, we're not brought in to work in the tourist trade. When I was brought in, I was working in offshore finance. Now, we're there with our children and wives and spouses and others to have a quality of life. And we have to tolerate and you have to accept the local ways of doing things because it's not your home country. You're just a guest and you're welcome under a work permit. That's it. But there are probably 35,000 people in the middle of this who are wondering, which way do we go? Do we allow and have a new port facility being built in right on downtown Georgetown where the pier, the existing dock is now? Are we going to add to that? Because the proposal to add to that is such a monstrosity. It's like 4 football fields of dock. It's massive. It's going to rip out. Sensitive ecological areas. Certain reefs are going to be ripped away. It's going to destroy whatever kind of fishing and scuba diving and snorkeling and whatever you want to do in that region, but it may affect it further out because ships are going to be coming in and coming out into this dock facility. We're talking about a dock facility that can handle 4 Oasis class ships at a time, that large, that big. It wouldn't surprise me that you'd have an Oasis class ship in, 1 or 2 Quantum class, and then a couple of the other larger cruise lines. You'll have 5 or 6 cruise ships a day docking, and you'll have 12 to 15 to 17,000 people a day getting off the ships, getting back on the ships, and it's going to be quite active. Now, for those folks who live there, they have to tolerate the traffic. They have to tolerate the foot traffic. There's not enough sidewalks. There's not enough roadways. We're talking two lane streets in downtown Georgetown, Cayman Islands. This is a quaint, charming little place. So it used to be, and you're trying to bring into this area a massive influx of people every day. That's half the entire population of the entire country every 24 hours. And like I say, the business people are going, yeah, let's do it. The taxi drivers, the taxi car guys, they want more taxis. The bus drivers want more buses. The hotels, not so much, but the folks at all the different attractions, the tour operators, the boat operators that bring you up to Stingray City, they're going, yeah, let's do it, because we got 1.9 million people now that are tendering in. Why don't we get it up to 3 million where they can just walk off the ship? Wouldn't that be great? The island can't handle it. I can tell you right now, there's the infrastructure that the island has is not sufficient to handle the 1.9 they're doing now. They're already not able to really handle it. It's mayhem and chaos every morning and every afternoon when people arrive and when people leave. Adding another million to that, I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I can tell you that tourists are going to start complaining a lot. I've already had people complaining to me, saying to me, I thought I would really enjoy the Cayman Islands, and the 4 hours that I was on the island, I kind of liked it, but I'll tell you, the getting there and getting off, I didn't like it at all. And it's not that people don't like the tender, the ride in the tender ship, the boat to get there and back. It's the lineups and the chaos, especially if you have children. It's just insane. Anyway, to me, my personal opinion is simply they should cut back the number of ships that are coming now. I think it should go down to 1 million passengers a year, and they should just triple the fee to visit the island. Cruise lines will pay it. Passengers will pay it because they know that there's only going to be 1 million people a year, and maybe only 7,000 people a day instead of 17,000 people a day coming to the island. It'll be a pleasurable experience. The island can absorb that kind of traffic, and it'll stay sleepy and quiet and calm and clean and organized. But I have a feeling that the politicians have already been pretty well bought off. I don't say they've been bribed, but I think that they have already been seduced by the business interests. They've been scared, petrified by the cruise lines, because cruise lines are saying, well, if you don't build the pier, maybe we'll take our big ships elsewhere. I say good riddance. Only allow the small ships into the island. Don't bring in Oasis-class ships to the Caymans. But for whatever reason, these politicians, they just fall for this scare tactic every time. What can I tell you? If you're a tourist in the Cayman Islands and you spend a week there on the 7 Mile Beach at one of the resorts, it's beautiful, except for the 6 hours of passengers are running around like crazy. But after 3, 4 in the afternoon, it gets nice and calm and quiet, and it's clean and it's pleasant and it's relaxing. Used to be Sundays there were no cruise ships allowed. I'm not sure if they've changed that rule. But as a 1 week long, if you're a week-long passenger, you'd rent a car for the week. You go in a nice suite in the Westin or the Ritz-Carlton. You drop your 10 grand for the week, and you get pampered and you get fed and you drink too much, you eat too much, and you have a wonderful time. But cruise ship passengers, of which, of course, I'm a dedicated cruiseaholic. I'd love to go cruising, and I'm addicted to cruising. We're there for 6 hours, and we just tear the place apart for 6 hours. We hurry up to relax, hurry up to do everything, and then we get back to the ship, and we're exhausted. And it's a clash of two different lifestyles, completely, two different kinds of people. But that's the way it is. And like I say, the politicians of the Cayman Islands, it looks to me like they have been seduced and fooled into believing that if they don't allow the large ships in, that it's all over. It's all over. They're never going to come back. They'll never come here, and the island will suffer terribly, and we'll have massive unemployment and big government deficits. I say, no. You'll spend a lot less money for security, for immigration issues, for medical, emergency services. You're going to save all kinds of money by bringing the numbers down. You're going to have much higher affluent customers coming because you're going to triple the fee to come in, which is going to eliminate the $4.99 Carnival cruiser. The $4.99 a week Carnival cruiser won't be going to the Cayman Islands. Too much money. But the 5.5-star celebrity client will be coming, and they will take the $120 day trip to Stingray City or to whatever. For the family of 4, they'll drop $500 and they'll enjoy it. But they don't see it that way. They think volume. Everyone's thinking Walmart, and they think that Walmart is the success for these quaint little Caribbean islands, when actually it's Tiffany's. But they just don't see themselves as anything special. And so, what are you going to do? Anyway, that story hit today, and I wasn't going to talk about it. Glad I didn't cover that, because my personal views might get in the way, and we don't want to do that. I want to go there. Okay, so the whole point of this show was I was going to talk about how Dan the man on the Norwegian Bliss yesterday was showing you around his beautiful unit inside the Haven. And then he walked us all the way to the back to see the go-karts, and we saw the beautiful lounge and all that. That got me thinking. It got me thinking, because he said something about, folks, if you ever get the chance to take a cruise and you can upgrade your room from the level of where 99% of the world is, and you can join the 1%ers, if you could be the poorest 1%er for a week, do it, he says. Jump on that, borrow money to do it, and just do it, because it's an experience you're never going to forget, and you're going to realize, oh my God, now I know what these folks are enjoying up here in the Haven, or in these other upper end units like the Yacht Club on MSC or the suites on Royal Caribbean. Well, I thought I'm going to take a look today to see how much cruises cost with different cruise lines, and I'm going to take a little comparison between 6-star cruise lines and 5-star cruise lines. And I thought, you know, I bet you, even on the Bliss right now, right this second on the Bliss, I bet you there are people that are in balcony units down below, not in the Haven, but in the, you know, in balconies. And then you add up all the money that they're spending on everything that they're piling on, the drinks and their tipping and their specialty dining and Wi-Fi and on it goes. I bet you when you add it all up, something tells me they might have been pretty close to a base price of something like the Haven. Maybe they would be within a few dollars a day. And so I took a look today just for the heck of it, just to see what I could find about different deals out there from different cruise lines. And I found a couple of things that I thought I'd mention today. I found something here that kind of caught my interest. I just happened to be looking at vacations2go.com, which a lot of you folks know. I like to use that website to just find cruise deals and what they're going for, that type of thing. And I found two cruises in this first example I'm going to tell you about. I found two cruises that kind of caught my eye, and I thought this is interesting. The first one was a 15-day cruise that takes place in June of this year, about a month from now, not quite, 3 weeks from now, June 7th until June the 22nd. 15-nighter, leaving London in the United Kingdom, ending up in Copenhagen. And the ship will visit basically Norway. It's going to go up to Norway, all the fjords and stuff, something I would love to do sometime. I looked at the deal. It's the Seabourn Ovation cruise ship. This cruise ship is a 6-star cruise ship, 600 passengers, if that. A very high crew passenger ratio, so it's like service everywhere. Your cabin comes with a fully stocked mini fridge with all of your favorite beverages. Alcohol is included. No tipping required. It's included. No specialty dining. It's included. Drinks included. Wi-Fi included. All included. It came out to $330 a day per passenger. That was the cost in US dollars. So for $330, you had it all. The only thing you're paying extra for would be the port charges and fees. Well, it doesn't matter whether you're on a 4-star cruise line or a 6-star cruise line or anything in between. Port charges and fees are port charges and fees. You can't avoid it. So that's apples to apples. No need to throw that in. So the base, I was getting to the fare. You know, what's the cost of this deal once you add all the add-ons in? Well, there are no add-ons on a 6-star line like this. There are no add-ons. So if you want to have a steak and lobster every night, you want to have prawns every night, you want to have champagne or some wine or whatever with all your meals, enjoy. You want to drink a beer in your cabin, help yourself. They'll keep restocking it. It's all included. You don't need a drink package is what I'm kind of getting at. Wi-Fi, that type of thing. So I thought, all right, $330 a day. All right, great. Well, there's example number one. Well, example number two was the Celebrity Silhouette cruise ship. The Celebrity Silhouette is a 5 to a 5.5 star cruise line. But unlike 600 passengers on the ship, we're talking about closer to 2,500 passengers on the ship, of course, because we're talking about inside rooms, ocean view rooms, balcony rooms, and the higher end, the Aqua class. I was taking a look at a balcony cost that came out at approximately $244 per person for a 14-night cruise. Not 15 nights, but it's 14 nights. But I'm breaking it down on a per-night basis to try to be, reasonable on the comparison. Anyway, this was a June 2nd departure to June 16th, and it was London to London, and it was doing kind of the Baltic area. So little Norway, a little bit of Sweden, a little bit of St. Petersburg in Russia, Germany, Finland, and back. So it's kind of that Baltic region where the first cruise was more of the fjords of Norway. London to London, $244 a day. But now you got to add all the stuff. You got to add the Wi-Fi. Well, that on a per person basis for this cruise, if you prepay it, it's your best deal, $287 more. If you got to pay for tipping. Tipping is not included in this deal. That's $203 more per person. The drink package. You're going to get a drink package for 14 nights with tips. You're over $500 minimum. You're talking specialty restaurants. You're going to be on specialty restaurants for 14 nights. You're going to be dropping $500–600 because tipping is additional and all that. And then there's the spa. You want spa access, you're gonna have to pay extra for that. On the other ship, it's all inclusive. So I did some rough calculating here, and I think what I came up with was something like another $1,700–1,800. It was something like, oh gosh, it was at least that much more. It brought the number up to about $345. And I thought, wait a minute, $345 a night compared to $330 a night. I can be on a 6-star line for less. I can be on a 6-star cruise line for less money, with fewer passengers, no screaming kids anywhere, especially if you want to go as just adult only cruising. Why would I be on the Silhouette for 2 weeks with that situation? I kind of went, you know. So there's something to be said about the cost of cruising, whether you're going with a 6-star line or whether you're going with a 4 or a 5-star line and adding on. Definitely something to be said about that. Let me just take a quick peek here. What else I wrote up? Oh yeah. Okay, got a couple more here. All right. Okay. Pardon me, folks. Got my notes. I found another cruise that I found interesting, and it was September of this year. So that's later this year, September 17th. It's an 11-night cruise on Crystal Symphony. 6 stars, really nice. Vancouver to Los Angeles via Alaska. So you go Vancouver up to Alaska, and then you come all the way down back to Victoria, Canada, and then down to Los Angeles. It's a repositioning cruise, they call it. So it's rare that you can get one this cheap. On this ship, for 11 nights, you can be on it for $318 a night. To give you an idea of how good a deal that is, typically on that particular vessel, you would be paying $500 and up a night per person. You're talking here about a balcony suite. We're not talking about just a balcony room. We're talking balcony suite. Remember the imagery yesterday that we saw from Dan the Man, where his wife was sitting at the end of the bed on a little wooden, not even sure what you call that thing, ottoman type of thing at the bottom of the bed, and then there was another 5 feet of room before the wall. That's not a balcony room. That's a balcony suite. And then it had the jacuzzi tub in the corner, and it had the big balcony with the padded chase lounger. And then, we're talking about a balcony suite here on the Crystal Symphony cruise ship. Okay, $318 a night all in. You can't tip. There's no tipping expected. It's included. Alcohol included. Especially dining all included. It's all inclusive. So there you go. Now you want to take a Norwegian cruise, a Royal Caribbean cruise, similar distance, similar type of thing. Yeah, it'll be less, but you're going to get a lot less. You want the same kind of room, you've got to go up to the top class on those cruise ships, and you're going to pay about as much or more. There's no difference. And so you've got to ask yourself again, hey, this Crystal Symphony ship, 450 passengers. What do I want? Do I want that kind of exclusivity, or do I want to be on a big ship where I'm the big kahuna on the big cruise ship at the very top, but I can walk anywhere on it I want? Question is, how much time will you spend on deck 4, deck 6, deck 7? I don't know. It all depends what you're after. What else did I see here? Oh, another one, another 6-star line deal that caught my eye. Again, Seabourn, just like the first example I showed you. It's the Seabourn Odyssey, and this one was a 14-night cruise from Lisbon, Portugal, to Saint Martin, a repositioning cruise. And I mention these particular cruises because if you want to experience 6-star luxury at really 5-star pricing, this is a way to do it. And November the 2nd till November the 16th. So you're leaving Lisbon, Portugal, kind of in the late fall now, but you're immediately heading south to the Canary Islands and the warm weather, and you're crossing the Atlantic until you get to the Caribbean. You've got a number of stops before you end up in Saint Martin. So you're going to be in 80, 85 degree weather all the way. You're on a 6-star cruise line. I think it's 600 passengers, if I'm not mistaken. 14 nights. It's a 2-week trip, $300 a night. That's a deal, man. That is a bargain for that type of luxury. All inclusive, alcohol in your room, if you so desire it. You got your own coffee machine for cappuccinos, everything. That is good value on a 6-star cruise line. Now, You might say to me, but Bruce, I can take a repositioning cruise from Lisbon or from Barcelona to Saint Martin or Miami, or I can go on a Royal Caribbean ship, a Norwegian ship. I can go on a Holland America. I can go on a Princess. All the brands. I can go for like $700, $800, $900 on one of these. And I say, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can take a cruise from Barcelona, Rome, all the way to Fort Lauderdale on a 4 or a 5-star cruise line, and you can go, quote, on the cheap. And with a balcony, yeah, maybe you can do it for $1,000 or so per person. But if you want all the extra stuff, you're going to have to pay for it. Obviously, you're going to have to pay the extra fees, and you're not going to be in a suite. No, you might have a balcony, but the distance between the front of your bed and the wall where the TV is 1.5 feet. And nothing wrong with that room if you like a balcony. I've been in those rooms. I love those rooms. I have no problem with it. But when you see what you could get for the suite price of that, the price of a suite, S-U-I-T-E, not S-W-E-E-T, for $300 a night, that is pretty nice digs and pretty nice existence. It's a whole other world. As Dan was saying to me, he told me privately, he told me on the air, but he told me privately a few days ago. He says, Bruce, I can't believe it, man. It's just unbelievable. I've been on a number of cruises. I've been in regular, balcony cabins. But I'll tell you right now, man, up here in the Haven, this is a whole other world. I cannot get my wife to get out of here and go to any other restaurant. She won't leave. She will not allow me to take her to a restaurant down below. No, we're not going to the buffet down there. No. The main dining room, forget about it. No, we got the restaurant up here in the Haven, where the staff are just all over you with service. Why would you go anywhere else? And so, makes you wonder. Got to make you think. At least maybe once in a lifetime, you treat yourself to something special like that. And if you ever are interested in a 6-star line, what you do is you take a look for the deals, and I would highly recommend Viking Ocean Cruises as a cruise line to look into for a repositioning cruise, because you're going to find room rates in the 200s, maybe the low 200s. Not a bad way to go. And I think what I've just talked to you about here for the last little while, I want to mention something else. I guess it's where I'm coming to. I'm kind of heading this direction. This morning my time, I started working on this story about 4 hours ago, 4 or 5 hours ago. And I worked on it a little bit, then I had to do some other work. I came back to the story, had to do some other work, came back to the story. Excuse me. And I was trying to compare apples to apples. I was really trying to get the numbers together to make sure I had them right. And what I found was I would go on to the website in the case of the Celebrity Silhouette cruise ship. I went to the Celebrity website and started digging in there. And you folks know I'm addicted to cruising like you are, and I'm having a tough time trying to figure out that website. And I'm asking myself, is it me? Am I the problem? Maybe because if you're over 40, maybe if you're over 30, you don't qualify to click buttons anymore on computers. In any event, I'm going through this site, and I found the cruise that I wanted to find, and that type of thing. But then when I got to the selection process, the ability to, well, what cabin would you like? Because they ask you these questions you have to answer, and you have to enter how many passengers, and this kind of stuff. And you get another question, you get another question. You don't get to see like a menu where it says, hey, Bruce, welcome to my site. You want a balcony room? Oh, okay. Well, here are all the balcony classifications we have. Here's the price of each balcony. Oh, and by the way, Bruce, if you want a drink package, here's the cost of the drink package. If you want the Wi-Fi package, here's that. You click to see all this. They don't give you that option. You don't get to see that. What they do is they box you in to a sort of a cruise, a date, a ship, a destination port. You only get a few more options, and one of them is, what room do you want? Inside, ocean view, and if it's not available, you don't even get to click on it. You can't even get to look at what you could have had, because it's sold out. Once it's sold out, you can't look at it. So you click in the room you want, or the style of room you want, and then it shows you, if you pay now, and you let us pick your cabin for you. In other words, let's gamble, let's roll the dice. this is your price. But if you want to pick your cabin yourself, well, this is your price. On the other hand, if you let us pick your cabin for you and you do a prepay, we'll give you a deal right now. We'll give you these throw-ins, these features. But if you do it this way, it might not qualify. And I'm thinking, what is this nonsense? It's absolutely ridiculous. It's becoming so convoluted. I can't figure out what's the price of the damn cruise. Then in the fine print, you see all that stuff where they have the right to pick a room for you wherever they want to put you, and it might have an obstruction, and it might not be this, and it might be that. And I'm just going, what is this crap? And it's all on the machine, and I'm thinking, who in their right mind would buy this? Who would actually click this stuff and do this? I wouldn't. There's no way. Which leads me to the point I was wanting to make 10 minutes ago, which is you got to use a travel agent, I think. You got to talk to a human being. You cannot leave this to chance on your own to try to click your way through to a perfect deal through a cruise line. I think you're risking a ton of money, because I'm talking about a couple of cruises I was looking at here that are like $4,000 a person, minimum 2 people. Now you're up to $8,000. Then you've got charges and fees and other. You're now up to 10, 11 grand. Are you going to click happily away? Like, oh, it's all going to be all right. I'm going to drop 11 grand on my credit card because it's all going to be okay. I wouldn't do that. Not a chance. I would be looking to talk to a professional who knows their stuff so that I am protected and have someone who's got my back, because this to me was just getting so complicated. I did the same thing with Seabourn. I went on their website. Complicated, and yet it shouldn't be, because they only have 2 kinds of rooms. They have their balcony room and a balcony suite. Like it's nice or really nice. That's it. How can it be complicated? But I could not find on the Celebrity. I could not find the Wi-Fi option. I could not find the tipping charges. I could not find the specialty dining costs. I could not find the drink package rules, regs, offers, nothing. Couldn't do it. I think the only way I could have seen that was if I committed to booking the room first. Then they would have gone, okay, well, now that we got you in here, let's show you all the other stuff you can buy. And I'm thinking, no. You show me up front what's going on. I want to know from the outside looking in, what is the deal? Like when I go to a restaurant in Europe, it's not uncommon for the menu to be posted outside the front door, and you can see exactly what you can buy and what the cost of the items are. I'd like to know that when I'm booking an $8,000 to $12,000 holiday. I think I have the right to know what am I walking into here. But they don't seem to want to share that information. They seem to want to just kind of steer you through their little pathway of happiness, and they think that you'll just fall for the magic and the beautiful pictures. And I bet you if they could figure out a way to send a scent out of your computer and make it all smell like roses and petals, they do it. It suck you in. I find that to be very disturbing. And like I said, I'm not complaining about vacationstogo.com, because vacationstogo.com gives you a base pricing for the cruise. They have a section of what the tip charges are. They have a section for dining and what those charges are, the different restaurants, what's included, what's not included, how much more it is. They have a section to see Wi-Fi pricing. You can see that. At least you can do some homework on your own. But honestly, if I were booking through vacationstogo.com, of course, what I have to do is phone the 800 number. You can't book it on your computer through vacationstogo.com. You got to call them, which I think is a great idea, because now you are talking to a human being, and that human being can say, "Well, Bruce, did you see that thing about the offer that they made on category so-and-so, but that the room you're talking about is a category such and such? I want to let you know about the differences here. And or by the way, if you take this cabin here, you pay $150 more per person, but you get $500 worth of stuff. Would you rather do that?" And that's what I want. That's what I would expect. And I hope that's what you folks can get when the time comes for you to book a cruise. Like I say, it's important, I think, to have a professional work on your behalf. And those are my thoughts on that. Anyway, we shall see where we end up here. I am working on a couple of things, by the way, just to give you folks a heads up, because we're already 30 minutes into the show. I'm working on a couple of things. I'm working on some interviews. I've got some people in mind to bring onto the channel that are in the business and in YouTube. So stay tuned for announcements there. I'm pretty excited about this. And I've been announcing the last couple of days. Those of you who've been here, who are regulars here every day, you know. But if you're watching me occasionally, excuse me, a couple of days ago, I announced for the first time that I am now offering one-on-one video chats through this YouTube channel on a private basis. So if you would like to visit with me on a private one-on-one session where you and I can actually just talk to each other, because this software is set up as an interview program, I would be more than happy to have you join me. I'm dedicating an hour a day going forward to one-on-one meet and greets, I guess is what we'll call it, where I will arrange with you an appropriate, convenient time of day to set up a 15-minute or 30-minute live chat session where either you or you and a friend or husband, wives, pals, family of 10, whatever you want, can get together, visit with Bruce on a one-on-one basis. I'm doing this through a sort of a donation system where I've set it up through my PayPal channel, my PayPal donate button. So if you're interested in a 15-minute get-together, it's $20 US. You want to do a 30-minute get-together, it's $30 US. And you can talk to me about whatever you want. You want to talk to me about the Bruce and the channel. You want to talk to me about for me, generally speaking. You want to ask me questions about the cruise business, ideas for a cruise. I'll give you some advice on what to do. Be more than happy to talk to you about that. I don't mind talking about the stock market, of course, because some of you know I was in that business. And then, of course, for those folks out there who are YouTubers, if you're a YouTuber wannabe, you're thinking of becoming a YouTuber someday, or you're already a YouTuber, you're struggling, you're looking for advice, be more than happy to give you my 2 bits worth of thoughts on what it takes to be a YouTuber full-time and how you do it. Anyway, it's an opportunity for me to, when people give me a donation, I can give you something back, because I've had people who are giving me donations where they just send me money and they don't expect anything in return, and I love you. Believe me, I do. But I thought, you know what, for those of you who would like to make a donation to my channel, I would be more than happy to have a one-on-one, hi, how are you? 15 minutes goes by like that. 30 minutes goes by like that. But it can be kind of fun, and I would very much love to do that. I love engaging with you here on the show, of course, but doing it one-on-one with the voice, and seeing your image and you're seeing my image, it could be a lot of fun. Anyway, if you have an interest in that, please make a donation to the PayPal donate button, and make sure to include in there a message that says, love to meet up with you. Here's my email address so I can email you. I had someone send me a donation last night, didn't give me the email address, and I thought, how am I going to reach this person? But I figured it out. It took a while, but I figured it out, and we're setting it up. All is well. So there you go. That's a little thought there. Again, thank you for joining me today, and all of your support for the channel, and picking up TWB merchandise, of course, and helping picking up items. People have been buying stuff on Amazon this week. It's amazing. The Amazon channel is lit up all of a sudden. My Amazon affiliate link, which is down below here, people have been going to that affiliate link and picking up some merchandise on Amazon. I've been getting a little commission here and there. I think one of them was like $3 this week. I had another one for $1.85. These all add up. Thank you to those of you who are buying whatever you're buying on Amazon. Thank you very much. I don't know who it is that's doing it. All I know is what the item is. I don't know where it's going. I don't care. Amazon handles all of it, and I just get a little commission on whatever is purchased, and that just helps me keeps me going. Thank you, one and all. All right, let's visit with who's here. Say hi to everybody, and say hi on a Friday. I'll be on again tomorrow at 2 o'clock again, of course. And the YouTube, the Traveling with Bruce Facebook group page. That's what I wanted to say. The Traveling with Bruce Facebook group page is just growing by leaps and bounds. And if you haven't been there lately, folks, you've got to get yourselves over there, because the number of photos and videos that are being uploaded on that page are unbelievable. I have some viewers of mine who were in the Vatican. Speaking of the Vatican, on trivia every Tuesday and Thursday night, some fantastic photos from Rome. Tuscany photographs, Naples, Italy. Some folks are getting a nice trip going, and there's some incredible photography being shared with us. There's my regulars who are sharing some fantastic cruise ship photos on that site. If you get the chance, please come on over to the group page, Traveling with Bruce on Facebook. Ask to join. I'm the administrator. I'll let you in, and come on over and check it out. We hang out there, and a lot of folks share news and information of what's going on in the cruise world as well, especially deals. Sometimes deals come up, and people are talking about a deal that they found on a cruise, and it's worth your while to come on over and check it out. All right. Who's here? Linda Lou is here. Brittany Lockwood, Peter Heckema, 89 degrees in Tarpon Springs. A little humid today, but we'll take it. Gas dropped to $2.52 a gallon. Have a great weekend. Happy Victoria Day on Monday to all my Canadian friends. Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. Sylvia, yes, Linda Lou, she's here. Welcome, Linda Lou, and welcome, Linda Lou and Sylvia. Vivian is here. Kat Rose, Paul Wilgus, that old biddy from St. Louis is here. Kathy Hennessy is here. Welcome, Kathy. Bobby Green is here. Who else have I got? Excuse me, Kat Rose. Paul Wilgus is here. Welcome, Paul. Sylvan Forest. Hi, Bruce and everybody. 89 in Delray Beach. Sunny and great for a cigar and libation. Please hit the thumbs up for Bruce. Subscribe and notify. Homemade pizza margarita for dinner. Homemade pizza. Nice. 42 thumbs up for this show. Thank you, everybody, so much for that. I appreciate it. Who else is here? John Labou. Yes, sometimes the bigger cabin, the bigger chain foods lose their fitness for making things by hand instead of frozen. Eric Peterson. Hi, Bruce. 66 here in Boston, the city of champions. The Bruins are in the Stanley Cup Finals. They swept the Carolina Hurricanes 4-0, and they're waiting. They're waiting. Either San Jose or St. Louis Blues are coming to the finals, and Boston is sitting back going, we're relaxing now. You guys keep playing. It's only 2-1 for the Sharks. Go to 7 games, go overtime, and Boston will pick up the pieces, apparently. Unbelievable. Way to go, Boston. John LeBeau saying hello. Who else do we got? Brittany Lockwood. Welcome, Brittany. Judy is here snorkeling at Eden Rock. Douglas West. Ships are getting too big pretty soon. They'll have to all tender. It makes it harder for handicapped cruisers. John LeBeau, I had shrimp parmesan the other night from a local Italian place. It was to die for. Right on, John. Douglas, that comment of yours about the handicapped cruisers, I can tell you, though, the ships as big as they're getting, a lot of these ports are arranging for port docks, so people can just walk right off, and folks on wheelchairs can be just wheeled right out. It's incredible how cruise lines are able to convince dock operators and cities and countries to make adjustments to their port facilities to accommodate their big ships. So have no fear. The bigger ships are not having trouble finding many places to go, and more coming. But the Caymans, that's one of those places where really it used to have a certain charm about it, but it's quickly fading away, which is killing it. They're killing themselves. The people are loving the Caymans to death, to the point where people won't go to the Caymans because it's just not the same anymore. It's becoming a overrun, chaotic mess that it doesn't have to be that way. But that's just me. Like I said, I used to live there, so that's my thought on it. Who else have we got here? Connor Owens, do you think Carnival will get banned? I don't know, Connor. We're going to find out next month. Within a month from now, that court case will finally be heard, that the trial judge has called them in with the lawyers. We'll find out next month, my friend. I'll be watching it. Let's see who else here. The 3 J's just popped in to give you a thumbs up, Bruce. I'll catch the replay in a few hours. Off the bed now, James. Welcome, buddy. Thank you. Sheila is here. Hey, everybody. Zero water ad today. 83 in Virginia. 83 degrees. Wonderful. That's awesome weather. Roger Leonard is here. Yo, Sheila. Nurse Nancy. Hi, everybody. Hey, there's Sylvia, John, everybody. Thank you, Nurse Nancy, for coming by. Judy is here. Some weird flooring ad, she says, on your channel today. Who else have I got here? The names. Everyone's saying hi to everybody else here. Carl Peterson. Hi, Bruce. Really enjoyed the live stream with Dan the Man yesterday. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Carl. I had one guy complain about me. He complained. He didn't like the connection. He wasn't impressed with how the picture was a bit spotty, and he thought I sounded like a duck. I was thinking of writing him back saying, "Oh, can I have a second opinion?" But I was afraid that he'd say you're ugly too, and I didn't want to go. I didn't want to give him the opening, so I thought I'd leave it alone. My goodness, Roger Leonard, what is a haven? What's a haven? Roger, the haven is the upper part of the ship on the Norwegian cruise line. The cruise line has the regular rooms, inside rooms, balcony rooms, ocean view rooms, and all the amenities. And then they have this three-story add-on at the top front of the ship known as the Haven. And that's where they have the big suites, the owner suites. They have a concierge up there. You get your own butler up there, your own restaurant up there, your own pool facility up there, and you pay this. You pay a lot more of this to be up there, but it's kind of nice. Looking at the video from yesterday, pretty nice looking spot. That's what the Haven is. On MSC, they call it the Yacht Club. And on Carnival, if you go on the Carnival Horizon or the Carnival Vista cruise ship, and shortly the Panorama, which is coming out later this year, they have suites in the back of the ship known as Cubana suites with their own private pool area in the back of the Carnival ship. Even Carnival is doing it. So there's all these different clubs from all these different cruise lines that are higher end. Aqua Class for Celebrity. The Suites, I think it's called, for Royal Caribbean. That's what we're talking about. Let's see here. Who else is John? I'm not sure what's going on. Debbie Manuel. No, I can't afford the Haven, so my plan is to go on a ship where I know someone in the Haven so I can see it. That's as close as I'm ever going to get, says Debbie. Mark Maxon. Good day, everybody. Hi, Mark P. Mills. Hi, everybody. Joining a little late. Sheila. Hi there, Roger Leonard. Don't know if I'll ever know. Nice room. Let's go. Who else is here? Everybody signing in, saying hi to everybody else. Zubair Hussein, how are you doing? Hello, I'm good. Who else? Cristobal Cardana. Check out how much it would be on the Bliss. I did check on one trip to the Bliss. It was a Bliss 3-week cruise from Los Angeles to New York City, Panama Canal cruise, and a 3-week cruise in a Haven was $11,000 a person. 22 grand for a couple. I just kind of, well, let's move on. I just thought, well, that's the end of that. Holy moly, that's crazy. Who else we got here? Who else we got? Kelly Hassan, that's what I say, Roger. Fatima, does a bottle of complimentary Pepto-Bismol come with those prices? That's right. Hang in there. Let's see here. Who else have I got here? Nurse Nancy says, I just want more cruises. I'm okay with going cheap and having a blast for now. Maybe later in life when I make my millions. Right on, Nurse Nancy. Well said. Who else is going through here? All kinds of people saying hi to everybody else, which is wonderful. SFL Spotter is saying hi to everybody. How you doing, buddy? Yes, Debbie Manuel says, Dan the man's open space in his room was bigger than other rooms I've seen. Yeah, I know. That's exactly right. It was pretty roomy in there. That was really nice. Let's see here. Kay Trent. Hello, everybody. Hi, Kay. Kathy Hennessy. I like family cruise. Nothing like the giggles of children. That's all good, Kathy. Whatever turns you on. Kenneth Chow. It depends on the bells and whistles, what you're looking to experience. Exactly. Let's see here. Braden's Corner. Compare Disney Fantasy 7-night Western Caribbean to a 7-night Miami round trip on Carnival. Uncomparable. The numbers are just insane. Disney top dollar. Absolutely true. Tom Henry, I was listening to the TV TWB as I took 3 sets of vertical blinds to the curb. Tomorrow is community cleanup. Will be interesting to see if any scavengers claim them before the country before the cleanup. You never know, Tom. You might find that someone picks them up and they list them on eBay. You never know. Peter Heckema, Bruce, cruises are going to get cheaper and cheaper due to so many new ships coming online and overcapacity. Deals are right around the corner. Peter, you might be right on that, my friend. You might well be right on that because the capacity increase of the cruise lines is unmistakable. It's absolutely happening. The 5th version of the Oasis class ship is being built right now, 6,500 more passengers. The Panorama is coming for Carnival, 4,000 a week, have to be booked in there. Cruise lines are not discontinuing cruise ships. They're not canceling or scrapping old ones. They're keeping them, and they're adding to their capacity counts. Viking has got 6 more on order. MSC's got 7 or 8 more on order. Yeah, there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of weekly cruises becoming available for passengers, and this is going to add to the capacity. So that the question will be, any kind of economic slowdown, any kind of issue where, you know, Europe slows up a little bit, Australia, Asia, the USA, South America, whatever, you're going to have an overcapacity problem instantly, and it doesn't go away. Hotels on the mainland, if you have a hotel in, say, Cancun, you run an all-inclusive over there, and you've got room for 4,000 guests, and business backs off, you can shut down one of the wings of the hotel. You can shut down some of the units, and you can lay off the staff and just have security guards making sure no one vandalizes the property. But your cost of operating just went down because you're not operating 4,000 rooms, you're operating 3,000 rooms. Yeah, it's higher to operate 3,000 rooms on a per person basis than 4, but not that much more. We're on a cruise ship. If you can handle 6,500 people, but only 5,500 people show up every week, you got a problem, because that ship has to be moved everywhere it goes, and the amount of fuel you're burning is just as bad, just as much. Doesn't matter if there are people in those rooms. It doesn't matter. The weight difference is so slight when it comes to the overall weight of a cruise ship. Not going to happen. Yes, you'll serve less food, but you're also serving fewer drinks. And now the cruise ship is delivering a lower return, if at all. If it's delivering any kind of return, you can't unload half the crew members. They got to still be there. You maybe be able to lay off some of the room staff, but they're the lowest paid people on the ship. Your people down below and your room stewards, you're not saving a lot of money there. And so if you've got 1,000 fewer passengers a week on a cruise ship, you got a cruise ship losing money. And now, how long can you substantiate and sustain those kinds of losses? There's the question. Peter, you might be right. The only way to keep a ship full is lower the price to the passenger. And the first thing you do is you add on freebies, free drinks, free Wi-Fi, free no tipping, free specialty. Second thing you do is lower the cost of the fare. Third thing you do is you start throwing cabin credits on board. You get it to the point where the passenger can get on the ship for $300 instead of $800. And once you got them on board, now you try to get money out of them because you want them in the casino. That's where you want them. Anyway, there you go. Linda Lou. No, I don't, Sylvia. I'm not sure what she's saying, but I've been skipping over some of these messages. Bobby Green is here. Seabourn is a cruise line I want to experience. It's very luxurious. It is, sir. Steve Berg. Hi, Bruce. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody had a good week. At 75 degrees in Minneapolis today, gas prices are $2.62 a gallon, and we're looking at a chilly weekend, 50 degrees and lots of rain. It's too bad. Steve, it's still that unsettled time of year, but boy, I'm sick and tired of it. Let's get to the heat, please. Come on. Kathy Hennessy, going on my first cruise, June the 1st with my grandkids. Kathy, it's going to be great. You're going to love it. I can't wait to hear from you when you get back. Tell us all about it. This is going to be exciting for you. I hope you're taking a camera with a nice big fat memory card so you can take a lot of photos. Maybe take an extra memory card, and don't forget extra batteries for your camera just in case, because you don't want to buy batteries on board the ship. They're really expensive. Anyway, hope you have a great time, Kathy. Zubair tried to say something, but I couldn't read. SFL Spotter, gotta go, everybody. Enjoying. I'm boarding the Joy tomorrow. Right on, SFL. Have a great trip on the Joy to Alaska. That should be a lot of fun. Jim Evans going on a Mariner of Seas on June 24th. Nothing special, just a quick getaway with the kids this time. Fantastic. 4 or 5 day cruise, perhaps. Enjoy, or 3 or 4 day cruise. Jim, that sounds like a great idea. Debbie, Emmanuel, oh my, Paul. On Bliss and Escape had balcony rooms on deck 8 in front, and balcony was gigantic, but still had to sidestep between the closet and the bed. That's true, Deb. That's true. Boy, but you'd take that right now, wouldn't you? You'd take that right now if you could go. I know it. 1 day is enough when they get that cranky. I send them home, says Linda Lou. Paul Wilkins saying, have a great trip, SFL Spotter. Sylvia, Linda Lou, my mistake. Thought you mentioned babysitting grandkids somewhere along the way. Kathy is wishing SFL Spotter have a blast. Sheila is saying, hey, Tom, blinds aren't cheap. What's your address? Yes, indeed. Take 64 East to Perham Road and then message me, he says. Right on. Who else is here? Rita Lockett. It's 89 here in Nashville, Tennessee. Sunny, hot, humid. No sign of getting colder anytime soon. That's the kind of weather I'm looking for. Fantastic. Linda Lou, 8 till 3 p.m. I don't know what that means. Sheila, you could mail them to me, Tom. Tom, yeah, I was going to reuse them, but the new bow windows reduced the size of the openings so they wouldn't fit. Oh my gosh. Who else have we got him here? Everyone, Tom and Sheila are talking about blinds now. Too much fun here. Gosh, who else have we got? Let me just go through here. Everyone's talking to everybody else. Fantastic. Kenneth Chow, mind-numbing, looking at the cruise line sites. An excellent, competent travel advisor who has done many cruises will guide based on your wish list. Absolutely right. That is absolutely how it'll work. Sylvia Swan, this show should be called Traveling with Tom. Laugh out loud. Tom, you are booking cruises left and right with good prices. Tom can't help himself. He's got to be on a cruise ship at all times. He just can't help himself. Sheila, every time I go to check a room on each site, it takes me forever to look at the cabin, where it is, the price, then gratuities, port taxes, flights, drinks, no food, excursions. I know, Sheila, it takes forever. It's really frustrating. These websites are not easy. I don't know why they make them complicated. They're just upsetting the passengers. They're frustrating me. I don't know about you. They should just offer you one kind of cabin, which deck, and include everything at one price. That's it, Sheila's saying. Just give me the deal and tell me what the deal is. Interesting. Let's see here. We've got one guy here who's just, having too much fun on my channel. And so, goodbye. There we go. Okay, Bobby Green, thumbs up. Kenneth Chow, congratulations on 23,000 subs, Bruce. Thank you, Kenneth Chow. Sheila is saying, Bruce, still to answer my question, how much is it to meet in person? Laughing out loud. What if you come down here and see me in person? I have to work that one out. I'd have to work that out on an individual one-on-one basis. Can you afford a private jet? Because I'm a very busy person. I have to get back to work. I can't be away for too long. Douglas West, can I get 2 minutes? Can I get $2 worth? Laughing out loud. Kathy Bridle, Bruce, agree 100%. Let's see here. Crystal, Bruce, while on the Bliss, I saw the Haven entrance. It looked pretty nice. Yes, it is nice back in there. Paul Wilgus, just show up and knock on his door. He won't slam it in your face. Sheila's laughing out loud, says Paul Wilgus. Well, I let police in. If they want to show up, they can come in all they want. Kathy, what happened to for a penny for your thoughts? You just hang out here. Paul Wilson, hello, howdy, everybody. I am at Seaward, Alaska right now. Just got off the Celebrity Millennium cruise ship today. Welcome, Paul Wilson. We've been wondering where you were. You're not driving a truck. You're on a cruise, and I love it. Welcome, buddy. And I hope you're having a great time in Seward, Alaska. That's great. Glenn Edinburgh from Brisbane. Hi, Bruce, and everyone at the TWB team. Welcome, Glenn from Edinburgh, from Brisbane. Nice to have you, buddy. Sheila, laughing out loud, Paul Lucas, after his last visitor, he may shoot. Who else is here? People saying hi to everybody else. Maurice Martins is here. Welcome, Maurice. Crystal, Bruce, I finished my cruise now. Norwegian is sending me a package. Any idea what it could be? I do not know, Crystal. I have no idea. You let me know when it arrives. Tell us what it is. Megan Frost. Hey, hi, Megan. Sheila, at least I can escape to the back on our deck if it gets too rowdy, unless I'm the rowdy one, that is. There you go. Douglas West wants to get together for $2. Choose to cruise. Sunny and 80 in Philadelphia. Fantastic. Choose to cruise. Paul Wilson, I'm walking around with my short sleeve shirt. It's 46 degrees. You're not gonna have a heat stroke in Seward, Alaska. I'll tell you right now, you're not that warm. Crazy. Let's see here. Fatima, thank you for your channel. I enjoyed so much. Thank you, Fatima, for those kind words. Who else is here? Sheila's talking. Glenn and everyone's talking to everybody else here. Ron Sebelius. Hi there, Bruce. I'm back. Hi there, Ron. Nice to have you, pal. Let's see. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, my picture must have frozen for a bit, but hopefully that's all good now. On the Bliss, we had the Jersey Boys Havana Prohibition shows plus comedy. That would have been a great time. I love the comedy clubs on Norwegian. I enjoy them. They're great. Let's see. Yeah, Glenn Edinburgh, 11 grand. Wow, you better have dough. Yeah, that's right, buddy. You better have the cash. Megan, Chip the Dip night here. Douglas West, they better have strippers in the Haven. Laugh out loud. Oh my. Sheila, do you have to be extra for the shows? No, you don't. Not on the ships. Let's see here. Strippers on a cruise. Wonder what the gratuity would be, says Glenn. Goodness. Sheila, I'm going to post pictures and film it if I can figure it on my GoPro, Paul, says Sheila. Let's see. I won't have Wi-Fi, so maybe when I get back I can post it right on. Paul Wilkins saying, laugh out loud, Shield. Don't be a guy. Read the instructions. Laugh out loud. Welcome, Paul Wilkins. Raymond, a Royal Caribbean new 2020 UK season, including Anthem of the Seas and Independence of the Seas, are doing cruises to the Canary Islands and Northern European cruises from Southampton, 8 to 14-day cruises. Right on. That's good stuff there. Let's see here. Welcome, Raymond, to the show. I will be starting my contract on Anthem of the Seas in 2020. Right on, Raymond. Let's see here. Seize the day. Make it solo cruises. Make it so solo cruisers can cruise. Free isn't always free, says Kathy. That's right. Nurse Nancy, hope I'll have a fantastic weekend. You too, Nurse Nancy. Thanks for joining us today. Let's see here. Glenn Edinburgh, correct. Sheila, yes, hope you have a great time. Let's see here. Crystal, 84 in Houston, a bit windy and cloudy. Alan Carter, it's hi everybody. It's 6 degrees and raining in Calgary. That's getting too wintry like. Welcome, Al, from Calgary. Ethan Waremski saying hi. Let's see here. Seize the day doesn't like single cruising pricing. Not happy about it at all. Let's see here. Who else? Paul Willigus. I wish I could get a free cruise in my any cabin. Sheila says, no, Bruce, if I'm paying, you're flying. Laughing out loud. Glenn is saying here, I don't care what cabin I get, but my wife is fussy. Let's see here. Seize the day says, MSC booking was a total nightmare. And Sheila says, as soon as I do the research, my phone starts ringing. And Sheila says, I don't answer it. Seize the day. I was on MSC once, beautiful parts of the ship, but so odd other parts of the ship, and MSC booking is a nightmare. Raymond, I can't believe P&O are selling a cruise ship to China for them to turn into a casino and a hotel. Brittany, I don't read instructions unless they are a recipe or on a test. Crystal, Bruce, on Prohibition was an extra charge of $35. Interesting, because they served you 5 drinks, which most were pretty good. Prohibition equals alcohol. Laugh out loud. That's the way they called the show what they called it. Then you charge $35 and they serve you the drinks. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Megan Frost, 11 here in Mirabel, Quebec, but it feels like 9. That's not fun, Megan. Glenn, which cruise ship, Raymond? Linda Lou, I agree. How about they rip off singles, seize a day? How about I agree about how they rip off the singles. She's saying to seize the day. Yes, the single people have to pay more because cabins are meant for 2 people at a time. Everything's based on double occupancy. Brittany, if I need help with anything, I look it up on YouTube. I don't read instruction. There you go. That's what Brittany's solution is right there. Folks, thank you for joining me today. I get 51 thumbs ups here. If any of you can spare a thumbs up before you say goodbye to me, I would love that. Thank you for seeing me today for the last day of this week, Friday. I'm on tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I will have trivia as well. So love to have you come by. And we'll talk about whatever's going on in the cruise world, and I'll pull some trivia up for you. So look for fun for that. Caesar Day says, I recently tried to book a cruise out of Norway, but the entire trying to get to Norway and time zone changes really turned me off. Raymond, the Oceania P&O, they're selling it to make way for the Iona. That is right. The Iona is coming. I think that's next year, isn't it? Not too long from now. It's a big one. It's going to be the biggest ship for the P&O. Certainly to frequent the UK. Going to be something. Megan, just ask Alexa. There's always Alexa. You can always ask her how to get to Europe and how to make these cruises, how to make these connections. Sometimes easier said than done. I think sometimes you just need a travel agent as a professional to help you out. That's the way to go. Sylvan, great show, Bruce. Thanks. Thank you, Sylvan, again. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. 52 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. I will be here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Again, thanks for all your support. Thank you for your best wishes. TWB merchandise, also the Amazon affiliate link. Thank you, those of you who are using that. I really appreciate it. It's a treat to go into Amazon every morning to see if anything went through yesterday. And last couple of days, we had stuff go through every day. It's just fantastic. I'm loving it. Okay, guys, have a great one. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll otherwise see you Monday. Keep an eye open for videos in the meantime, and we'll catch up with you then. Bruce, what's the best cruises for the end of the year to be at the ship for December 31st? Geez, Christopher, that you're gonna have a private session for that question. That one's gonna take 15 minutes to half an hour to address, and it's for you specifically. So you're gonna have to do it that way. I think. Great show, Bruce. See you tomorrow, says Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Sheila, take care, everybody. If my daughter's graduation goes along, I may see you. Thanks, Bruce and TWB Travelers. I needed some good laughs. Great info, too. Thank you, Sheila. Season of the day. Yeah, although I've cruised lots, it's just a typical Caribbean cruising. Got to learn better ways. Thanks all. Tom Henry, bye, everybody. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Otherwise, we'll catch you Monday at 5. Have a great day and a great weekend. Okay, bye for all, guys. Bye for